Hello everyone, and welcome back to Stalker, Call of Pripyat. And with the birds circling overhead on this very creepy and very comfy foggy morning, we head out in search of our next objective, which is the next crash site. Now look, we've got a shambler over on the left. Look at that silhouetted figure against the trees. I think maybe it's best if we leave them be. Even though killing them may be a mercy, I need to save every bullet I've got, since I don't really have the means to buy more yet, and I haven't really scavenged too many, and with the bullet sponginess of some enemies, they go pretty quickly. Now, I've gone ahead and taken some of your advice as far as immersion features go, including, number one, I've gone and lowered the music a little bit, and I may still lower it a little bit further, because it's still a little bit loud. And also, I've done away with my normal crosshair, which should add to a little less screen clutter as we go about our business, and now I'll have to rely on more immersively aiming down the sights. Gotta make every shot count. It's actually still so dark out that even though I can clearly see the sky, I can't make out details on the terrain beneath it. Let's check our PDA to figure out which way we're going. Now, we wanted to head south to the Stingray 3 crash site, and in order to do that, we need to talk to Noah in here. We learned that from the inhabitants of the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. So, let's keep an eye out, but our weapon lowered for now, and head on over there. I think before I do that, I am going to lower the music just a little bit. As I make my way through this tall grass in the marsh, I keep hearing what sounds like it might be growling from my right. And what some of you told me is that the indicator on the top left actually has a realistic reason for existing in-universe, and that's because it doesn't pick up other life forms. What it picks up is other PDAs like I have. So it identifies other stalkers, or former stalkers, but it won't tell me anything about mutants or anything of the like, and so such things can still catch me off guard. Oh, the environments in this mod are incredible. I have no way of knowing what's part of the different mods I have installed or what the game originally looks like, but in any case, I am absolutely in love with the visual look of this game. And how I've seen these cranes several times, and they've presented in an entirely different fashion each time. During the day or at night, in a rainstorm or a clear sky or the fog. Over on the left is the shack where we saw those bloodstains after we rescued that stalker from the zombies. Maybe we'll have to investigate that later, but in the meantime, the door is locked. This campfire indicates that someone was here recently, and in fact, the HUD says that our friend may still be present.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro, are you ready to talk now? Hey, I have a question for you, and I would like to ask you something. Is there a difference between the two? Ask away. What's new in the zone? Have you met Nimble? He's on Skadovsk right now. He's a real pro of his trade. He can get you anything you need. Well, almost anything. He's focused on shooters and suits lately, but always top of the line. Specialty items, experimental designs, handcrafted articles. His stuff ain't cheap, but why should it be? Exclusivity costs a pretty penny. Okay. Nimble. We'll have to remember that name if we need any, like, specialty equipment, but something tells me that in the meantime I probably can't afford it. Now, some of you said that I do actually have binoculars. So 4 is grenades, 5 is binoculars, just as you said. Excellent. And wow, that's actually got quite a zoom on it. There's also only one zoom setting, it seems like, unless... Oh, no, we can scroll. And it's just got that weird inverse scrolling like on the PDA. But at least it's consistent. Okay, so we can use this to scout out locations before we go running in willy-nilly. What is that? Okay, I can just barely for a second make out shapes moving in the fog. I actually kind of don't like that it highlights them like that, because I would not have seen them on my own. Hang on, are you in trouble? Or is that something else happening elsewhere? I'm just helping you because you're familiar. I think they both died. Well, so far, I'm 2 for 2 on failing to save fellow stalkers. But you do have stuff I'm gonna want. Let's take as much stuff as possible. Bear. I don't know how that compares to mine, but I can potentially sell it. You said we can unload magazines from other people's guns, so I'll take advantage of that. Lots and lots of healing. See, here's the thing. When I play games like this, these open-ended free-form worlds, I always tend to try to be the hero. I can't help it. It's just what I always fall into, even when I set out to do something else. But sometimes, in bleaker games like this, if there's enough difficulty, sometimes I have no choice but to fall back on just pragmatism. And while I doubt I'll end up sinking so far as to being outright villainous, at least while quicksave is a thing, for the purpose of this Let's Play, I am going to let things like this ride. I don't want to be save scumming every negative outcome, because that wouldn't really be very fun to watch. We're getting close to that anomaly from yesterday. That side FOV thing is getting really weird. Like I'm seeing a lot of pop in and pop out, almost in the middle of my screen. Easy. Nope! Oh, there's one behind me! Oh, they're swarming, they're all over! That's right, run off! Right up on me. It was too dark to see. Die. Gotta keep him in a line, Project Zomboid style. Nope. Keep dodging. They're not stupid either. They're not just piling up on me where I can shoot them. They attack, they run off, and when I'm trying to shoot the one that's running off, then the others move in from a different angle. That cost me quite a bit of health, and I'm bleeding. Let's eat some food. That should be fine as long as we've got some time to heal, but in a firefight, when we need that health instantly, we're probably going to want medkits, which is why it's important to save them. Radioactive and chemical fallout begins. Does that mean that I'm taking rads right now? I probably have to get to shelter, right? Let's get under that bridge. Wait it out. Oh, I love that this game is actually integrating its weather into gameplay. I've spoken a number of times before about how rain in games, especially with proper audio, can make me feel like I need to get out of it, almost as uncomfortable as if I'm actually there. This game kind of does the same thing, but with the added, what's the word, I guess incentive? That I need to actually take shelter or risk taking health damage. Hey. Oh, that's cool. It looks like the mutants have to take shelter as well. Oh, come on. More of you? I'm bleeding again. These guys really can come from anywhere. I hope that didn't alert them. Oh, they ran off. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That's bad for me. That's bad for me. Okay, get uphill, get uphill, get uphill. Maybe I can get inside somewhere? Or at least maybe if I get on top. Nope, nope, anomalies. Everywhere I go in this game, it's something else. More of them. Put them down preemptively. That second one looked like it was reaching for a gun, but I don't think they had them out from the beginning. They definitely saw me first. Let's just take all their stuff. No time for questions. Right now I'm getting whatever nastiness is in this rain. You know, I had a couple of things that I wanted to say to start this playthrough, but so far... Nope, I don't want to give you my salami. So far, I feel like I'm just running into so much. Like, everywhere I go, it's some new emergent story, and that's honestly a great thing, game design-wise. It's just a little difficult commentary-wise, but I'll adapt. And it seems circumstances have forced us into a building. Just how far off course are we? Not too far. We can actually resume pretty quickly at getting to Noah. But what is this? Ranger Station. I hear people, but I don't see people. I'm trying not to look at my HUD because I don't want spoilers. I'm wondering if maybe I should disable it, or if I can't get a mod to disable it. Some of you guys suggested doing something like that, but I'll leave that up to you. In the meantime, I do have a HUD, I'm looking at it, and I can see that these guys should be fine. Hey.
I'm all ears, buddy.
The man himself. I assume that's sarcasm, since I haven't actually done anything to earn a reputation yet. What's new in the zone? You know this cat Nimble? Ah, second recommendation. Yeah, he's sneaky, all right. Sells the best shooters around, no doubt. I wonder how he smuggles them like that. I mean, how do you carry a Vintar so it doesn't look like you do? Where do you stick that thing? That's some wizard stuff right there, man. Well, I don't know what that is, but I'll see you, I guess. Actually, wait, can I sell you stuff? Are you accepting arms? Not below a certain condition, I guess. You'll only pay 50 rubles for that, but 665 for the Viper 5, which I'm not currently using. Although... So we don't have a deal, then? I assume you're responding to the gunfire. Alright. I'll find some place to sell them. Something about that guy looked really sketchy, even though he was being friendly with me. I guess it's that chiseled face and the all-dark clothing he was wearing. I don't know, something about his whole crew just didn't sit right with me. Can't go that way. Am I at the edge of the map? Sliding down a hill here. Okay, so I need to be heading that way. But those mutants are back in their sleeping spot under the bridge. I'll have to climb back up and go over. I could probably take them, but I don't want to be expending the ammo right now. But that is so cool to me how they actually take shelter from the rain, assuming that's what they are doing. But even if they're not, they still have a place where they hang their hat, you know? They're not just out here wandering, looking to kill me like video game enemies. Oh, look at that. It's like that displacement of light is displacing the Earth itself, like it's forming a crevice cutting through the Earth. That's strange. That is something else. I'll have to investigate that on the way there. I can hear those guys getting into further gunfights up there. Yeah, look at that. It's like there's some kind of gravitational tear that distorts everything going through it. Light, air, earth. And I'll tell you another thing that I've been really thinking a lot about since the last time I played a few days ago. Now, this is evoking images of a post-apocalyptic setting, sort of like Fallout, but remember, it's just the zone that's like this. The rest of the world is exactly as we know it. And so what that means is that everyone that's here, for the most part, I assume, chose to be here. They're all here for, well, like we were told by some others. Oh, come on, there's a whole bunch of shamblers, and I walked right into them. Whoa! Maybe it's for the better. I drop down here, none of them can see me. Of course, some of them don't stay here by choice, as is the case with the friends we just met. But they all come here for different reasons, for adventure, for riches, to find something that they think can give some meaning to their lives. Which is why I'm really interested to know if there's anyone that's not here by choice. I mean, I guess that includes me, right? Even though I have free reign to do what I want, I was sent here by the government to locate these crash sites. But beyond that, then what? I've overshot my target. Oh, of course. Of course my target is right back where I came from. Right back where those enemies are. Sorry for the beginning to this part. I feel like in the first part, things were actually flowing really well. And here, it's kind of not flowing as well so far. I keep getting turned around, distracted, set off on these tangents, but, you know, maybe that's what S.T.A.L.K.E.R is all about. Maybe it's following those breadcrumbs and just seeing where it takes you, while the main objectives just act as a guide. Oh. I would like his stuff. For minor skirmishes like that, it seems to be enough to just kind of take the bandage hit, especially when they replenish us directly like this. Let's unload all of the magazines so that we can take the ammo, sell it separately. I was told by you guys that I should be using shotguns for mutants, and that we may need to use that on the way to the Stinger 3 crash site. Looks like this Noah has built himself a makeshift lookout tower. Oh my, look at that. The way the lightning flashes through the holes in the hull of the ship. I know a lot of it is probably attributable to mods, but I am loving the atmosphere of this game. Oh, I can't seem to open this door. Do I have to drop in somehow? What do I have to do? Maybe I can get in through there directly? Or maybe I'll have to do something convoluted and climb up through here. That could also be a thing. But I know he's here. Ah, there's a door. Whoa! That gremlin dog is just staying put, even though it can clearly see me, so I'm gonna assume we're playing nice. I have full detection and you're not still shooting, so I'm gonna holster my gun, right? And I'm gonna walk in, just imagine my hands are up right now. Okay. Closing the door. We cool? You don't look cool. Your dog is cool. Keep it away from me. Who are you? A stalker? Just a stalker. I see. Looking for refuge in the Ark? Feel yourself at home. Where did you get this dog? That's Lassie. If not for her, I'd have been devoured in my sleep long ago. Cursed mutants. I hate them. As soon as you close your eyes, they start reaching for you with their nasty claws, fangs, and feelers. You might get a little more mileage out of this base if you'd patch up that giant hole in the roof. Okay, I'm thinking we probably better not insult his hideout. Do you know anything about the crashed helicopters? I know something about one of them. I know that it's on the plateau, and the area around it is crawling with snorks. I go shooting at them every couple of days. Why are you looking at me like that? Their whole lair can't be taken out in one go. Hey man, I don't understand why you would say that. I'm not judging. How do I get to the plateau? Want to gun down some snorks too, eh? Props. I can lead you there. I guess I can't tell anyone about my real mission. Alright, let's go. I should remember to equip my shotgun as soon as we get there.
Watch carefully and follow me.
Okay, between the metal pieces. Left at the tree. Towards the drum. And out between the fence. And whoa. Okay, I thought that was going to go a little bit more slidey than teleporty. Okay, through the middle pieces. Left at the tree. Towards the drum. And through here. That was harrowing.
Nice jump. Feel free to drop by sometime.
Okay, and I guess we know the way now. I'm not quite sure how we get up there on our own. I never even tried it by myself, but I think that's so cool if that's actually part of the game. I can't help but remember a line from the movie. The zone is full of traps, all of them death traps, but perhaps we can learn to navigate them. Oh, in fact, I think I actually remember one of you saying that we can even... Yes, we can even throw bolts like in the movie. Although we don't have gauze tied around them, such as that. Very helpful for seeing where you actually threw the thing. And it seems we've located another anomaly. With these fireballs, it's kind of similar to the electric one we saw at the station where the second crash site was located. When you see things moving like that, I can't help but wonder if there's not some sort of sentience to it or just some kind of natural process, like a chemical reaction, that causes it to move that way. Alright, well, I'm here now. And right beyond this is the Stingray 3 crash site, so I guess we'll move along this ridge and go check it out. Only 9:41, so still plenty of hours of daylight left, or what passes for daylight around here. I think one of my favorite things about this environment is the abundance of birds in the air. They make this whole thing feel so alive. I feel like I can smell the dead wood and grass. Seriously, this is actually reminding me more than I'd like to admit of Scout Camp. There it is. Are there any more anomalies? Actually, wait, he did say about snorks, not storks. Let's load up the shotgun we found. Presumably it's better than the one we bought, right? Frickin' rip. Although I suppose that's not his fault. Anybody around? Let's be very careful here. It's a little bit dark in the grass, but I'm trying to keep an eye out for movement, because I don't want to get ambushed. I hear growling. Same growling I was hearing in the tall grass outside of Skadovsk.
Information on the onboard computer. Okay. So Stingray 3 had engine failure in both engines. What else is there? A map with what look like possible evacuation locations. Positions B2, B28, and B205. Interesting.
Great. More breadcrumbs to track down. Oh well, I suppose direction is a good thing right now, although I am eager to get exploring the world. On my own terms. Now let's get a look at some of what we unlocked. Okay, so that seems to be in the city itself. One of the evacuation sites. That's farther away. That might have been on our map to begin with. No, that's another evacuation location. And B2, which seems to be the Skadovsk itself. So the military knew about that settlement and considered it a place where they could regroup. Alright, we'll keep that in mind. Oh, and I'll also take your advice to start quick saving more often. This can be, from what I understand, a very unforgiving game, and I believe it. I'm hearing more things. I don't want to be hearing more things, but I am. Are you gonna leave? Because I'm happy to not waste the shells. I actually only have a handful of them. Oh, I didn't realize your friend was here too. Alright. Alright, let's just use the rules of animal etiquette and back away. They don't seem to mind if I do that. Maybe I can find something at those buildings up ahead? Waste processing station. Maybe I can find some loot there? Or maybe I should just be heading back to the Skadovsk ASAP. You guys stay where you are, please. And if anything, I feel an urge to get out of this rain. Wow, this is a large site. Anything in here? No, of course there wouldn't be. Wait. Yep. Patrols. This place is inhabited. More of them. Anybody else? Yep. And it's marking them as red. I'm assuming they're not friendly then. Alright. Forget this place then. Start heading back to the Skadovsk. Early in the game, I feel like I should be playing it more safe. But of course, there is that part of me that wants to get exploring buildings and, even more so, basements and dungeons and the like. I guess you could compare the basements in this game to dungeon though, can't you? I mean, yes, it's got RPG elements, but also the world itself sort of has fantasy elements. I mean, my brother first pointed this out to me and it blew my mind, but, you know, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the movie, is essentially The Wizard of Oz. It's exactly the same, right? It begins in sepia tone, becomes color when they enter this fantasy land that's unlike anything else in the world, and then they're going in pursuit of the ability to have their wishes granted. It's The Wizard of Oz, you guys. It just is. You're shambling, which means I don't have to ask permission to shoot you. I'm glad that bullets at least stagger you and stop you from pulling your own gun. Now, will you reimburse me for the ammo that you cost me? According to this, there's another PDA nearby. Ah, it's an echo detector, but not a PDA. Maybe it does count for bodies as well? And I can use the item on the ground. I should be able to use it to unload, right? How do I do that? Or I guess I have to pick it up first, right? Okay. Unload. And you have reimbursed me for the ammo I lost, but now I'm seeing a new indicator on the bottom right that seems to indicate that I'm probably over-encumbered, right? So I've got to drop some of this stuff. Maybe Noah will be willing to trade? You know, I never encountered any of those snorks that you were so worried about. I'm actually a little bit disappointed. I thought I'd be able to get some target practice in and a little bit of education on how to deal with them. Oh, I see. When I'm over-encumbered, I run out of sprint very quickly.
Go to hell!
Ow! You're still doing this? Are you gonna do this every single time? Oh, your dog is just sleeping. I thought you'd accidentally killed it. Hey. Who are you? A stalker. We've met before. I don't recall. Anyway, what do you need? Ah, see ya. If you're not interested in trade, I don't care. I got so startled by that, I did not expect you to do that a second time. I thought we were buds now. Okay. So note to self, even if someone is friendly, doesn't necessarily mean they're trustworthy. And thus begins our foggy march through the marsh. I should probably have my gun out at most times, right? I don't think this is it. Nah. Well, someone's here, but this one looks uninhabited, except for the local mutant population. So it'll probably be the next one, right? Either the next one or the one after. You're not a shambler. And those guys are preoccupying the local mutant population, so hopefully I can just move on past. I'm just not going to engage with that guy. Hopefully I can use him as a human shield. If any mutants come this way, they'll attack him first, and I'll have a heads up when he starts shooting. Wow, I really am acclimating to this world quickly, aren't I? Okay, this has got to be the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. No other place I know has this concentration of icons. Man, I've really got to sell some of this stuff. Even a jump is enough to wind me. What's up, guys? I'm back.
Hello.
Alright, let's trade, shall we? Okay, unfortunately you don't want any of my guns or ammo. But maybe the other guy will? Alright, see ya.
Drop in if something interesting comes up. S.T.A.L.K.E.R won't be going anywhere, that's for sure.
So, you got anything new?
Yes, I do have something new. Okay, so I could sell you this and get more than my money back. But hang on, let's do some comparisons before I trade with you. If I equip this shotgun, this is worse in most ways that I care about. So I'm not going to sell you my new one. I might just sell you back the one that I bought from you at a loss. You know, only 55. Well, I don't need it. And as for these, I can get a lot more. This is pretty good, because at this point I can basically double my money. And is there anything nicer you can sell me for that? You don't really have anything that I want. I I may rely on you for armor later, but I believe I can actually get that repaired at some point, can't I? I'll have to start looking into some of the services that are offered on this ship. Now, you won't buy those. I imagine you won't buy below a certain condition. I can probably drop one of these. I don't need to be carrying around 2 of these things. I should probably just drop some of them outside.
Don't let the door hit you.
Yeah. Alright. Rule 1 of proper firearm disposal. If you don't need a gun, drop it on the ground outside. I don't need you at all. I don't need 2 of these things, and I can't sell them, so I'll just drop the one that's in worse condition, I guess. And that should clear up some amount of encumbrance. And between that and selling the old shotgun and the MP5s, or sorry, the Viper 5, we should be in much better shape. Now, let's get to looking for some of the people that we have to talk to. We need to talk to Nimble, whoever that is, figure out who that is, and we need to figure out whether this place was used as an evacuation site.
What?
Did any military show up here? Think about it. What would those jarheads be doing in our camp? Trust me when I say that they prefer to steer well clear of this place. Too many of us here remember what it was like to crawl through the dirt at the cordon, under fire from their machine guns. So even being here is basically illegal, but they only really enforce that at the cordon itself. Okay, we'll see you.
Pop in if you find any artifacts and
Who are you?
see what we can do.
Pilot. Perhaps you need a guide? Ooh, a guide would actually be very useful to show you the way around all the anomalies. Keep you safe from emissions? Pilot at your service. Where can you lead me? To Yanov Station, not far from the Jupiter plant, and then back to Skadovsk from here. I'd rather know one route well than claim to know many. Yes, so keep in mind, in the movie, a stalker wasn't someone who looks for artifacts, it was someone who can guide people into and out of the zone. So I guess this guy is more classically going by that definition. I have some maps of the area between Zaton and Jupiter. Want to have a look? Let me see. Good, lots of detail. In our business, details makes the difference between life and death, all right. These maps indicate there's a safe route straight through between Skadovsk and Yanov. I'll copy the data to my PDA if you don't mind. Now I can offer you a nice discount. Now I haven't gotten a feel for what prices are like, but I imagine a discount is never a bad thing. How much to get to Yanov Station? With your maps? Only 1,000. Okay, well I'm certainly not ready to do that yet, even though I can kind of afford it, but not really safely. Tell me about yourself. If I'm going to be traveling with you, I'm going to want to know everything about you. My name is Pilot for a reason. I only use safe routes. I don't have what it takes to collect artifacts or fight bandits, so everyone should use their talents and let others benefit from them. Every talent has its price, of course. Okay, so right off the bat, I like this guy because he seems quite more down-to-earth than some of the others. He's not Indiana Jones, and he doesn't claim to be. What can you tell me about anomalies? As you approach an anomaly, keep in mind that it's going to be either very hot, or the air will be full of toxic gases, or it will be a radiation hotspot. There can also be side disruptions, but I won't go into those right now. It depends on the nature of the anomaly, be it heat, gas, or electricity, or gravity, but I hope you won't have to deal with those. There are also moving anomalies, but that's a different kettle of fish altogether. Okay, so most are stationary and can comprise of all different types of elements. So does that mean that they're actually having some kind of effect on physics within the zone itself? Not just mutating biological life, but actually kind of changing something on an intrinsic level? Tell me about heat anomalies. If you see a sort of glimmering, like air steaming over pavement on a hot summer day, that's a heat anomaly. When something gets in it, that spot bursts into an extremely hot flame. At first they thought those were jets of natural gas, but that theory has since fallen into obscurity. Okay, well then what about gas anomalies? This type of anomaly is dubbed for its strange, never-ending chemical processes. They produce acid that eats your skin in a matter of seconds, as well as toxic gases that eat your lungs just as fast. Thankfully, gas anomalies are easy to spot out in the open. When you walk into one in a dark tunnel. Now that's bad. But how do we spot them? I imagine that's what we encountered around the first crash site, right? But then again, with what the water was doing, that might have been a gravitational anomaly. In any case, I assume we'll need masks to deal with this. Alright, what about electrical? I know it's kind of boring maybe to stop and talk to somebody like this for this long, but it's pretty important that I learn all the information I can. I don't want to be caught off guard in the middle of a moment. A very interesting type of anomaly which accumulates a substantial amount of static electricity. Stalkers usually take advantage of the fact that an electrical anomaly can be discharged with any metallic item. They throw a bolt and dash right through before it charges up again. I prefer to go around. The recharge phase is just too quick. So there's different methods for different levels of confidence. Of course, we know this guy likes to play it safe, but maybe we like to play it safe too. Now what about gravitational? They're typically stationary. When you look at a particular spot and notice that objects are distorted behind it, you've got one, and you better keep your distance. All three known varieties react instantly, the moment something touches them. Springboard hurls everything from under it, often at a great distance. I think we've already met. Vortex does the opposite. It sucks an object in and crushes it with terrible pressure, only to send the bits flying seconds after. Whirligig lifts its victims in the air, spins and tears them to shreds. An unpleasant end, whichever way you go. And what about moving? Personally, I've only come across a comet and a Tesla. The former is a fireball about 3 feet in diameter, but I assure you you'll feel the heat from a much greater distance. The latter is, for lack of a better description, a ball of lightning. It's definitely a ball, and it's definitely electrical in nature. Both anomalies always keep moving, but usually in closed-loop paths. A careful stalker should be able to easily go around them. Just don't lose your focus. Okay, a lot to think about, but it seems like most of these can be identified visually. We just have to always be on the lookout. Alright, let's start investigating what some of these icons mean. So you look like you're probably the doctor, right? I need medical assistance. Let's have a look. With your health? If you're doing badly, I must be dead or something. Okay, well I guess I'm okay then. Although my armor could certainly use repairs, I guess you're not the guy for that. What else? A couple of floors to look at.
Howdy.
Howdy. A wise choice, my friend. Gotta keep your gun in mint condition. And if you got a bottle or two on you, I can make it upgrade galore in here. Want a parachute sewn to your shotgun? I can do that. I got some booze. Want a shot? Okay, so you just got some vodka. Does that mean I get a discount?
Here's to a steady hand.
Alright. Whoa, cool. My hands aren't shaking, but my head says I want more. Pour me another one, young man. How about we talk repairs and modifications first? Can you repair that? Well, you can improve my armor, and at that price, it looks like things I might want to take, too. Technician needs tools, vodka, and preceding modifications required, so you do need to be plied with a certain amount of things in order to actually do these things. And to repair, that will cost 1,700 rubles. Yeah, I don't think so, bud. Upgrades are available to our mask as well. Although he does need tools. Psi protection? Does that mean that what happened to the Shamblers is in danger of happening to us as well? You can upgrade our guns as well. But none of these are things we need right now. And I could pay to have my armor upgraded with a 10% damage decrease, but that would be maybe a little bit short-sighted because we might be ditching it for something better soon. It's in pretty low condition as it is, and it's not like I can afford to repair it. Hello, this dialogue window appeared as soon as I approached. Snag says, "Stalker, you want to get paid?" This is giving me very Hey Kid vibes, but I do need money. What's the job? I hid some loot in this old Zaporozhet's car, but then an earthquake hit, and the car fell under I think I might have seen your car already, bud. I think I might have seen your car, and it was not alone. I checked it out, and the car seems to be within reach. Only, there's mutants there. You know, snorks. Believe it or not, I ain't even scared of controllers. But those snorks are just too creepy and disgusting for me. If you get a hold of the container with a security lock, we'll split the loot fair and square. Okay. About that container. I'm still working on it. See ya. I was hoping I could get a little bit more information on it, but I guess it's not to be. Alright, well, I don't think that was too far from here. It might be a little bit wiser to wait until tomorrow, but the day-night cycle doesn't seem to be super quick. Alright, let's head over to that gas station. Can I mark it? Well, I guess there's already a gray arrow pointing towards it. So I'll just travel in a straight line. Maybe get high up on the hill so that I can better see what I'm doing. Now, I can see a green food indicator in the bottom right, actually. Does that mean that I should eat something? Let's have some bread. And I noticed that when I eat that, this indicator, energy recovery, goes up. Okay. I guess that determines how quickly I get my stamina back after I wind myself. And it seems that the storm has passed and we have so much better visibility. So much better, in fact, that I'll take this opportunity to have a look into the distance and see if we can't see where we're going. I can't quite see the gas station, but I can see the road. But that's probably the canyon. I bet I can enter from the road. Alright, let's head out. Don't see any mutants between me and there, and although you guys did say that stealth is broken, I feel like I'm probably less likely to be spotted in the grass, right? Actually, no. I think you also said that grass doesn't actually affect stealth, and that stealth in general is not to be relied upon. Every time I take a step into that water, it scares me with how loud that footstep sound is. And even though I'm ostensibly less visible, all I can think about is how much less visible everything else is. Nope, stay back. I do not want to be using all my shells on you guys. I need them for snorks. Just keep your eye on them and back away. Oh, that's actually really smart. Are more of them trying to flank me? See, I noted before about how they seem to attack, run, and then another one blindsides you. It seems that as long as you're facing them, they're a lot less likely to actually attack. Oh, there's real thought put into the AI in this, and for a game that's like 12 years old, that's even more impressive. Maybe this isn't the best spot to enter. I'm seeing some distortion there. Remember, we gotta keep an eye out for that stuff. We just learned that. Although it is fairly obvious, I guess. That looks like an entrance, and it's heading in the right direction. Oh, but it's just wide enough that my flashlight can't really see much. I hear them. And here we are for the first time, even though it's not a basement, getting into what S.T.A.L.K.E.R is all about. Gun at the ready, not nearly enough ammo, slowly stepping headlong into the dark, while the growls of something unseen builds our trepidation, our unwillingness to move forward. It looks like that actually falls down a fair ways. Do we really want to do this? I don't know if this is right. This might not be the entrance we're looking for. There's got to be a different way. Maybe right here? No, we can't get up that way. Maybe we can check our PDA for a better entrance? I hope up at the gas station isn't the best way, because that's quite a drop from what I remember. But let's get up high and see what we can see. I can still hear their roars down there. And I can see they're in a fight over there. Oh no, that's not a snork. That's somebody getting mauled by one of those things. Well, I'm not really too keen to help right now. I'm more interested in getting my own stuff done. Maybe I can loot the aftermath afterwards. You guys are lucky. If it weren't for me, there would be snorks there right now. You guys took care of it? Good, less mutants. It's starting to look like it wants me to jump down, and I have no choice because I freaking fell in after all that preparation. I hope the fall damage isn't too much. Ugh. See, there's a little bit of a slide to the walking in this, and it makes me very, very nervous to do platforming of all things. Chemical fallout begins. Oh, great. Now I have to get down further into the caves. Where can I jump to from here? Game, where can I jump to from here? I need somewhere else to go. To there, I guess? Then to there. Okay. Ugh. This isn't good. There's the car, though. And so far, no snorks, but I can hear them all around. Unreachable stash. Take the container to snag. Oh, wait, does that mean I got it? Okay, it didn't bless me with a cutscene that time, but that's fine by me. I don't think I'm being affected by the chemicals down here. And now I just have to find my way out. I don't like how my gun is actually reflecting a lot of my light back at me. Here, Snarky, Snarky. Here, Snorky. Maybe with any luck, all the ones that would be down here I killed up above? No such luck. Okay, one down. But even that took 5 shells. 27 to go. At least the shotgun is in good shape. Remember, I can't see too far, and they're gonna come running out at lightning speed. Where are you? I have no idea where I'm going. That's the worst part. Maybe I should be heading up? Lead me to one of those exits that I was looking at before? Oh, no, this just leads right back here. Ah, this is just like being in the polar bear cave at SeaWorld. just like it. I mean, down to the last detail. Literally nothing about the experience is any different. I just can't see as much as I need to! Oh, don't show off your cartwheels now. You're not being staggered nearly as much as I'd like. I think there's two of them here. Come on, come on, come on. Run, run, run. These shotguns are not as effective as I would like. I should probably just be using a rifle. Die. Come on. I can't even tell if I'm hitting them. Okay, maybe getting rid of the crosshair wasn't such a good idea. I mean, it is a good idea for immersion, but I need to take one of these health kits. I just, with the way this is set up, I can't tell where I'm hitting. There's a little bit of blood, but it goes so quickly, and these things move so fast, and there's so little light that I can't even tell if I'm hitting them. They're not being staggered by it, that much I know. Alright, well, I guess the chemical fallout ended. But hopefully that's all of them. Oh, my armor is completely wrecked. But it's not worth the money to repair it. And back out onto daylight. Yep. There's me trying to do the quest in reverse. I was kind of hoping you'd go for the other guys in the distance. Also, I swear I'm getting scratched by you guys when you're not even facing me. That was just about the last of my shells. I am not liking the shotgun so far. I'll be real, I feel like I've had much better luck so far with the rifles. I'm bleeding again. Hey, if it's not too much money, I'll buy some bandages from you guys. Good kill. Make for some good eating later, I bet. Let's trade. You'll sell me some bandages? For how much? 160 rubles. You know what? I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm sure I'll find more, but I'll do that. I just feel like I'm running into a very insecure amount for how many I've been using. And as that fog once again descends over these marshes, I guess I'll head back. Yeah, I got your freaking box. Hope it was worth it.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro. Here's the container. Okay, let's divvy up the loot now, right? Yes, let's. Let's see what we got here. My old but lethal Fora. A long time ago, my uncle modified it with his own hands. Almost like a family heirloom, yeah. So let me hold on to that. Alright, sure. Okay, let's see. An excellent medical kit. Good enough to go up against a bear or even a controller. That's mine. No, I could use that. Okay. Oh, wow, we actually got a lot of good stuff. Alright, what's next? Okay, wow. I doubt you've ever held this kind of shooter in your hands. An enhanced AKM-74-2U. I gave this duty fella a ton of first aid kits to get my hands on this beauty. That was when Freedom pounded duty squads so bad they actually ran out of meds. 3 times this baby saved my life since then. This is definitely for me. Alright, whatever. I'm not really in the market for new guns right now. Oh ho ho! A beautiful and valuable piece. This artifact is worth a mountain of gold. I got it myself from an anomaly, mind you. I crapped my pants more than once, as I did too. It's my trophy, earned with blood and tears. No, I think that's mine. You're killing me, man. Now take it. You won't be forgetting my generosity anytime soon. And last but not least, an excellent helmet. Handmade. A while ago, we got this new stalker at the Cordon. A real handyman. Made a bunch of real cool stuff before he croaked. This helmet is one of them. You won't find one like it anywhere. I'm keeping it. Alright, fine. I guess we really gotta advocate for ourselves in the zone, because if you try to be a good guy, others will take advantage of it. Here, I was a little bit willing to let that slide. Especially for the more personal
Stalker.
items, which I suppose he could just as easily have been lying about. But I was reimbursed in medical and whatever artifact this is, which... Well, let's take a look at whatever this thing is. Oh, health restoration and radiation. So it looks like artifacts actually have uses for ourselves. A unique artifact with properties just as unique. Somehow it increases the body's overall recovery rate from damage of any kind, without accelerating the accumulation of toxins. Thanks to its effects and attractive appearance, this artifact is a valuable collector's item. Emits radiation. Okay. Well, I guess that means we can sell our first artifact then, can't we? Straight to this fella here.
Hello. What?
So he'll take this for 4,800 rubles. Okay, this was totally worth it. Sell, and now we are good. Okay, I do not feel super bad anymore about doing that quest. I was more than adequately compensated. It actually starts to feel like that was kind of a rip, huh? And even though he was trying to scam me, maybe I feel like I should buy something from him.
Interesting comes up. S.T.A.L.K.E.R won't be going
And
anywhere,
then-
that's for sure.
Now you're busy, huh? Well, I wanted to trade, but whatever. See, I actually kind of like the way that was written, because it's a good early lesson. You have to advocate for yourself. And people aren't always going to be entirely honest with you. In fact, a lot of these guys are bandits and brigands. And there is no honor among thieves. Now, of course, that actually could have gone either way. It could have been taken as a moment to establish his character, or mine. Is he the scam artist? Or is it me, greedily demanding everything from his chest of spoils? In any case, we can probably treat ourselves to some new things, but I think before we do any of that, we should try and get a new sense of direction. Now, I'm not seeing anything in this area, actually. Only over here. That guy said he could take me to Yanov Station, so what's that? Something over here, maybe? Prometheus Movie Theater. We found all the crash sites, I think, but not all of the... Oh, wait, no, there is still one crash site. So we'll probably want to be looking in... No, 2 crash sites. There's still 2 crash sites in this area. So I bet Yanov Station, the place we can be taken, is in here. Because it seems like there is quite a definitive edge to the different areas. Yanov, yes, Yanov, right here. And I thought I saw Jupiter just now, right? I thought I saw something just now that said Jupiter. Because a Jupiter was mentioned. Oh well. Alright, so we definitely do want to be heading to Yanov. But, do we? Look, we're not in any rush here. We've just gotten into this world, and I could certainly use all the money I can get. I gotta repair my suit. It's gonna cost me 1,000 just to get there. There's still so much of this area we haven't explored. Such as the ranger station. Now, we already determined that over here there's an anomaly. That's where the electrical anomaly was, but we didn't explore the building at all. We determined that at the waste processing station there is a hostile group, so maybe we don't want to head over there just yet. Some kind of crazy battle going on outside. But maybe the ranger station would be a good place to go. I think we've seen it, but not actually dipped inside. I think our next step is going to be to explore as much as we can of this area. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.